Hello friends, I'm Edwina Thangam Johnson. I'm doing my first year postgraduate in Madras Christian College, Chennai. The aim of this video is to answer 3 questions which will help me for my scholarship program in the Scranton Women's Leadership Center, South Korea. The first question is about the challenges that India faces and the solutions that we can give for these challenges. So the first problem is poverty. It's mainly because of the lack of proper distribution of wealth and the class caste distinction. And I think that class caste distinction is the greatest problem in India, where India is known as God's own country. This shouldn't be the case. So inequality is the next problem. Like I said before, class caste distinction is a problem, and so there are a lot of inequalities and discrimination that the people face in India. Unemployment is also another problem, where the youngsters, they are not employed even though they are eligible for the job. So the problem is that they lack the confidence to be educated and to search for a job, and so a lot of youngsters in our country are jobless. Another issue is about the crippled governance. We see that a lot of policies are made in India, but how many of them are implemented properly? Have you ever thought about that? There are a lot of policies, there are a lot of good policies that are made in India. But when it comes to implementing it, nothing of that is happening. And the other issue is about the caste reservation. Caste reservation is a boon and a curse at the same time. When a lot of people get jobs and scholarships and money from caste reservation, a lot are not getting it. So it should be made equally available for all. Another issue is about corruption. We can see that corruption is prevailing even in the micro level. So when we go to a government office, we can see red tapeism. So even in those levels, we have to face a lot of corruption, and that's a sad fact. And in 2014, our government introduced Swachh Bharat. But is every state of India benefited from it? I don't think so. Especially in South India, in Tamil Nadu, people live in low rented houses, starting from rupees 300. But the issue is that they don't have proper toilets. So they have to depend on public toilets for that. And most of the toilets don't have walls or roofs. So this is a major problem that people face. And another problem is about the other social evils that prevail in our country. That is female feticide, gender discrimination, female genocide, and anti-revolution. These should be considered too. And thinking about the solutions, a sudden change is not possible at all. What we should do is that we should try to change it from the bottom, from the basic unit. So what we should do is that we should clean up our whole political system. Our youngsters are aware of all these issues, but they don't have the courage to act according to it. So what they should do is that the political system should not try to label them as anti-nationalists, because these people can do a lot more for the society. And another thing is that education. Education should be brought in our country, where all are educated, but it's not given properly. So sensitization of education, where caste class sensitization, gender sensitization, all of these issues should be included in our curriculum. So the children, they will be brought up with such ideas, and they will be sensitized to all these issues. Another thing is about the sex education that should be given right from the 8th standard, instead of restricting these topics into 1 or 2 chapters of our science textbooks. These are another issue too. And the abuse that's happening for females while traveling in public transports or in the public workspace, all of these are other issues too. So policies should be brought, and it should be implemented properly. So all the policies should be implemented properly. Our civil workers, our civil servants, they should be given the right to do their jobs properly, rather than all our political leaders getting their heads into these issues. So if all of these are checked out properly, we can bring a lot of change in our country. Second question is about the issues that women face in our country and also the solutions that we can give for that. So the first issue is that women face a lot of problems directly and indirectly. So the first one is identity crisis. We know that being a woman, when we are born as a daughter of someone. When we are married, we are known as a wife of someone. And when later on when we are old, we are known as a mother of someone. So what's our identity actually? That is a major question. Second issue is about the harassment that we face. There is no proper security in our country. A woman cannot walk alone in the night without anyone, even if she has a company. She has no idea if the person she's walking with will be is safe for her. So that is an issue. Gender gap is another issue. We see that there are a lot of discrimination happening when it comes to gender. Men are given more opportunities. People don't like working under women. And women are paid less. These are other issues. And lack of proper resources. These are other issues too. When a woman wants to start up her job, a new job, a problem that she faces is that she doesn't have proper resources. And another problem is about the institution of marriage. The issue is that if she is single, she is labeled as a person without good conduct. And so the issue is that she has to get married when she is 25. And when it's 30, it's like too late. And our parents will get a lot of questions for that too. So we need a lot of solutions for this. Like I said before, a sudden change is not possible. So education should be brought up, social awareness should be given. We should educate our younger generation, especially both sexes, to understand the importance of women, how they should be respected, how they should be respected in the public, the working places, and all of that. Another important thing that we should provide for the women is importance of me time. How many of us have a me time? In our families too, the male counterparts should understand the importance of a female to have a me time. So whenever she is having a time for herself, the male counterparts should be careful that they won't interfere or intervene in her activities, because that's the only time that she has for herself. And another thing that we should take care of is about the policies and the implementations, like I said in the first question. The policies are made, but the implementation is not done properly. So women should be respected. The policies that are made should be implemented properly. If you respect our women in our house, we respect our women in the society. So that should be brought up. And if we change the idea and perspective the way children have, we'll change the idea of the youngsters and the older people in the coming generation. The third question is about the achievements that I've got in my life and also about what I've gained from these achievements. And the other question is about, if I continue to develop these skills, what will I be after 10 years? So the answer to this question is that, of course, going to the Scranton Women's Leadership program in 2017 is like the best achievements I have in my life so far. And the biggest part in that is about me being able to represent my country. So it's not a thing that happens to everyone in their normal life. So being a part of this program, I was able to mingle with a lot of people internationally. So I've met a lot of sisters from Asia, and now I have a lot of friends from Asia right now, and I'm able to connect with them. And the best part in it is that I have a Pakistani friend. I'm still able to connect with her. That is the biggest part, because we all know that there is a tension between Pakistan and India. And I feel that it's totally unnecessary and avoidable. So what we do is that we contact with each other, ask about the issues that we face in our countries, so we know what's like really happening, despite of the news that we get from the social media and our news channels and etc. So another thing is that I've developed a lot of skills through this program. That is leadership quality. Um, I've also developed critical thinking, problem solving, decision making, and a lot more skills like that. The best part of this program is that I've been able to make me more confident to face the crowd, and that's like the best part. So it's helping me nowadays. What I feel is that I need more light to lighten the youngsters and the coming generation. So for that, I need to be connected with the Scranton Women's Leadership Center forever, at least till I get what I need to inspire everyone. So if I have this connection with the center, after 10 years, I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to inspire a lot of youngsters and children. Because what I feel is that if we are able to inspire our children and the youngsters, we can change the world.